Welcome to Middle East Minute by Al Monitor. From our studio in New York, I'm Adam Lucente. Here are the headlines we're looking at across the region. Today is Monday, July 27th, 2026. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghai said today that the Islamic Republic has not asked to resume talks with the United States. Baghai added that Tehran remains in control of the Strait of Hormuz. These comments follow the U.S. pausing on Friday its bombing campaign against Iran. Al Monitor's Jared Zuba reported that the U.S. saw an opening for talks after a 4-day pause in Iranian attacks on ships in Hormuz. In other war news, Iran condemned Saturday's Ukrainian attack on an Iranian ship in the Caspian Sea, which left one sailor dead. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said Ukraine struck ships carrying Iranian military equipment to Russia, while Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said it was a commercial vessel. Iran is a major supplier of drones to Russia, aiding the country's invasion of Ukraine. The Houthis said they fired at Saudi Arabia on Saturday, following Saudi strikes against their territory in Yemen, representing another sign of the conflict widening. Houthi clashes with Saudi Arabia and the Yemeni government have escalated this month, threatening the relative calm that had prevailed in the country since a 2022 ceasefire. The price of Brent crude oil was down 6% to around $86 a barrel as of the time of recording Monday, on the back of the U.S. pausing its campaign against Iran. The drop came despite a slowdown in Red Sea traffic resulting from the recent Houthi attacks on Saudi vessels. Reuters reported that just 11 ships passed the Bab el-Mandeb Strait on Sunday, the lowest level in months. Saudi Arabia has been rerouting oil shipments through the Red Sea in response to the U.S.-Iran conflict in Hormuz. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is traveling to Washington to meet with U.S. President Donald Trump. Netanyahu said the two, quote, will discuss all the issues on the table with Iran at the forefront. The meeting is expected to take place on Tuesday. The sit-down follows tensions between the two countries over how to handle Iran. Al Monitor's Ben Caspit wrote that Netanyahu is seeking to prepare the public for renewed Israeli fighting against Iran after Israel stayed out of the recent clashes, prompted by his struggle in the polls ahead of the October election. Caspit wrote that the Israeli security establishment would not prefer a return to war, believing the chances of dismantling Iran's nuclear and missile programs are slim at present. Syrian President Ahmed Ashara told Al Jazeera on Sunday that Damascus is, quote, avoiding getting into confrontations with Israel and pursuing a security agreement with its neighbor that reduces tensions. Shara told the Qatari outlet that a security deal could pave the way for wider peace talks, but he said Syria will not relinquish its claim to the Golan Heights. Israel is keeping up its operations in southern Syria in the meantime, with Syrian state media reporting new Israeli insurgents into Deraa and Quneitra on Monday. Thanks for listening to Middle East Minute. For the links to these stories and to keep up with headlines from across the region, visit almonitor.com. and subscribe to Middle East Minute on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, I'm Adam Lucente.